What up, chat? Welcome to the 10th episode of the Heathen Sound. It's your boy Negan with Mr. T3 rocking the Philly shirt. We were just talking about how we always got to have the sports team or something to kind of fit going on with it.
Sir, I'm a catcher. I can't. What's his name? What am I?
Who are you?
I'm about to get all sus in this chair.
Ruiz.
Ruiz.
I don't know enough about baseball. All right, so in this episode, cultured bug. In this episode, we're gonna talk about enough. We're gonna talk about 3-2 with Heat Celtics. I'm just saying it's already getting a little suspicious for Jimmy Buckets. Like, what are we doing? Nuggets probably going to win it anyway, regardless of what team they get, because the West is just better. I have a hell of a story to tell you guys about work, which probably, disclaimer, may or may not still get me in trouble. I don't know how it shook out in the long run of things. Whatever else you guys want to talk about? Anything else that anybody brings up or any other talking points? Because Matt forgot the fucking whiteboard for like the 17th time, or, well, I guess the 10th time. So, fact checked myself. You're supposed to bring the whiteboard. We've talked about we need the talking points and the fuck around.
I had a whiteboard in my brain.
Fuck around.
And then I had a catastrophical event, okay?
I don't even want to know. Okay, so can I teach you guys something? This is fuck around.
Fuck around and fuck off.
Find out.
Oh.
Fuck around.
Sound like a meme.
I have a deaf customer. He shows me how to do crazy shit all the time. Because, like, did you know that, like,
I forgot that one.
This is thank you, but this is bit. So, like, you gotta be real careful. So, thank you, bit. Like, you gotta be real careful with your hands. Same with, like,
I'm gonna perfectly see them.
This is shy.
You all the time.
This is shy. This is whore. I mean, this is shy. This is whore. So, I mean, you gotta be real careful with sign language. It can get real convoluted real quick. I mean, I'm just
like
saying,
they just
kind
of like somebody just threw some out and they all just accepted that was fine. Like, notice how the world's had different languages. Sign language just has one. Do they have Chinese sign language? Do they speak Spanish sign language, or is it just English sign language?
There's a difference between, like, yes and sign language and C. There's a whole difference. That would be like...
So, like, when you're signing into, like, your brand new computer, like, are you supposed to click on Def US?
Dude,
or Def EU? Like,
I can't breathe. I just imagine somebody just, like, busting out some mad sign language and someone just looking at it like, wow, they got a real French accent with that. I can't breathe.
Like, are your clothes your accent? Like,
I can't breathe.
And, like, this sounds crazy, but, like, people that, like, live this life generally have shit like this. Like, little know-hows that they all just know. Like ordering a McGangbang from McDonald's. Like, it's not on the menu, but it's there.
It's there. Hey, I can tell you exactly what to do, what pieces you need, how to put it together. Like, yeah. But, like, I'm literally just imagining somebody just cussing somebody else, saying some shit. Like, wow, that was very...
Like, good God, that's a country-ass motherfucker.
Hey, that man's got an accent. I can't tell which side it's from, but that's very...
Did you read that twang?
Yeah.
Did you read that twang?
Did you hear how he led with those E's? Like, he accentuated every bit of that. You're just like, what the fuck?
Or is it like whenever sometimes you hear a text message and it's typed out in a way that you can just kind of like understand it differently?
Bro, I feel that to a T. If you know somebody well enough, like I feel especially with us in between, like my wife's the same way, like someone you know, but I'll send you something and if it's anybody but you, they're going to read that and read the words that I said and they're like, what the fuck? But you read it, and then you hear, like, Negan say it, and you're like, haha, fuck you, dude. Because you know exactly how, like, you'll send stuff, too, and I can just, like, word it out. I'm just like, that's exactly how Matt would say that.
Yeah, I've been told that
like
my text message paragraphs are very hard to stick with.
It's like you're talking. I can literally hear your voice in my head saying it, and I'm just like,
Yeah, because I'm saying it in my voice, in my head while I'm typing it.
Yeah, exactly. Same, dude. I'll
be writing in my head, my thumbs will just be flying like this.
Like, why'd you say it like that? And I'm like,
and they'll be like, huh?
Yeah, that's how my brain worked. That's how my brain articulated that sentence structure.
Yep.
So, all right, we're going to give it, we're at the 5-minute mark. We got till the 20-minute mark. We're going to talk basketball real quick to start with basketball. If you got anything to say, you want us to change topics, just pop on into the chat. Let us know. Jimmy Buckets, are we worried? Gabe Vincent's out. I mean, Max Strus shot like shit. Here's the other thing. Kevin Love is a really interesting pickup for the Miami Heat, like a really good, interesting pickup. But coming after Bam Adebayo, like as their swap out, just completely fucks up Spoelstra's offense. Like, Spo just has to look at everything completely different and be like, okay, so now I have a center who can shoot the three, who can rebound, but he's not in there like Bam is, like every play, like boxing out 4 dudes by himself. You know what I mean? Like, Kevin Love's also, what, 35?
But I've also been hearing a lot of things saying that Bam is not playing very well because he's not being aggressive enough. He's not playing like he should be.
I also think he's still nursing that hip injury. Was it hip or quad or whatever?
That he wants to play like a Magic Johnson instead of
you're capable,
the big man that he is.
But you're,
because they said he had like 5 turnovers from just him dribbling and like trying to go between his legs and stuff like that and losing it.
Okay, but the Bam that you need if you make it past the Celtics is definitely going to be the aggressive, stay on top of Joker the whole time, roll off.
That's what I'm saying, and they're saying that he's not doing that. And that's part of one of their struggles right
Does
now.
this go to 7 games? Does, like, 3 questions with this. Does this go to 7 games?
Butler said.
Okay, so does it go to 7? Does Boston win this? And if Boston doesn't win this, what does that mean for Boston next year? So Bucket said no, so you don't think it's going to 7? I personally, unfortunately, think it's going to 7. But I think Jimmy Butler, the fucking Mr. Jimmy motherfucking Buckets himself, is going to end Boston's hearts in Boston if they make him do that to them. Like
he said that he knows what they've done the last 2 games, and now he knows what the solution is, and they're going to be in Miami for Game 6, and he said that it's a wrap, to not even worry about it.
I'm not even booking a flight back to Boston.
Yeah. While Stephen A. Smith is uploading like nonstop Instagram and Twitter videos begging Jimmy Butler to win so that he can go to Miami for the finals.
What was the tweet? You said, "Bum smell your feet." I don't give a shit about no Heat. Celtics in 7.
Yeah.
Sweet Miami Heat. Bum smell your feet. Boston in 7. But like, I think it's 7, and I think Miami wins it. I don't know, dude. If they play
they
really
said that if it
well,
goes to Game 7, it's in Boston, and Boston's winning that one. If it goes to Game 7 and Boston won those, they said if Miami doesn't win tomorrow night, then they're not going to win a Game 7.
So can we rewind to the finals last year, Game 6 in Boston?
Watch Steph Curry.
Huh? So honest, and I know they're not the exact same, but you got 3 dudes that can shoot just as well as the Warriors if they're on fire. You have Caleb Martin, you got Max Strus, you got Gabe Vincent.
But you don't have Steph Curry.
But then you have Jimmy Butler. So if your shots aren't falling, Buckets is just going to go in the paint for 30.
They're both gods.
I don't know.
But they're different kinds of gods.
Okay, so what happens to the Celtics next year if they lose this? Or the Heat. So the Celtics lose this. I think they get rid of at least 2 of their 3 major assets.
I've been thinking that the Celtics have been needing the reset for like years now, and they just keep going.
I like Brogdon there. I like what they did bringing him in. Get rid of fucking old man Horford.
And find a coach that isn't trying to touch everybody.
Whether it's his players or his wife. Or somebody's wife.
Or the
Touch your wife. Yeah, like what the fuck are you doing? Also, that Udoka shit was really fucked up. But now he's in Houston, which kind of weird for us and kind of bad for us.
He looked so weird at that press conference. Or like the draft picks thing, whenever they did the picks.
Right.
He looked so...
Can we also... Dude, do you know who his wife was? Or, yeah, his wife was that he cheated on? His fiance?
I'd look it up, but yeah.
Nia Long? They're just like, wait, what? Sir. Okay, so we're not even talking about that. But I say they get rid of Tatum, and I say they get rid of Jalen.
I don't think I would like her. Not my type.
Or they keep one of the 2.
Like.
Marcus Smart.
Not necessarily a bad personality, just personality I wouldn't like.
I could feel that. Marcus Smart is out of fucking Boston after this year, regardless if they win a title or not.
Smart, dude.
Dude, here's the thing.
I like Marcus.
Marcus Smart went to OSU. Fuck you, you cowpoke. Fuck you, boomer. Fuck. Did I touch the thing?
Yeah, you did. I
Like, shit. Hold on.
I was so like.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I don't know how many fuck yous I was in, but I'm gonna go back to that. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I was like looking at like my signal and it was like full green instead of video connected. And you were just talking.
Marcus
I was
Smart.
about to mute my phone to see if I could still hear you.
I'm the same age as Marcus Smart. We're both 30 years old. You got 30-year-old, bad acne, green hair Marcus Smart balling out here, and then he balls out for one game and then goes silent for 35 games.
Yeah, but he's on a score. That's not his job.
Dude, I'm talking about stat sheet balling, like actual play balling out. It's not about dropping 40. It's about having that game
He's
where
just
you
an insane
put up.
defender.
But I haven't. On who? I watched Max Strus cross you up the other day. Zach Efron, did you like that?
Dude, like Draymond will have absolute garbage stats, but
Zach Efron absolutely fucking get your head in the game. Just absolutely annihilated his ass the other day.
He went off in that movie.
Dude, that is who Max
Zac
Strus
Efron?
is. Max Strus is Zach
Zac
Efron drafted straight out of High School Musical.
But isn't he like Middle Eastern? A little bit.
See, we don't ever have to go that route. I wasn't bringing any of that. He just looks like Zach Efron.
Oh,
I was just calling him a pretty motherfucker because Zach Efron's a pretty motherfucker. Like, literally, they just look the same. They got those piercing eyes and that smile and just like, I'm arrogant because they know they could be arrogant.
I just thought we were comparing it on a much more deeper detail.
No, I just think physically looks like Zach Efron. Get your head in the game. No, but he does look like Zach Efron. That's facts. I'll die on that hill.
Let me look.
Chat, what's up?
Yo.
Drop us some vibes. It's been a slow start. We've been on the basketball. We're getting off the basketball at the 20-minute mark. I think if the Heat lose, though, I think they completely keep everything they have. I think they go and find another big man if Bam wants to play like the 4 or fucking weird shit. What do you think about AD to the Heat?
I don't think he looks like Zac Efron. Do what?
AD to the Heat.
I mean, just as much as AD being literally anywhere.
Bro, I saw something about us sending...
Not the same thing as Kawhi. You know he's on the team, but where is he?
Yeah. I saw something about us sending Chet and like 3 or 4 of our first round picks that we have saved up.
For Wembanyama.
Please. Fucking please, bro. Give me a complete young grow core. Like, these guys are literally 18, 19, 20, 22 years old together. Then they look back in 5, 6, 7 years like, damn, we've made a Western Conference final. Damn, we've made a final. All right, let's go win this shit.
But none of it was with the Thunder because we all left.
They're not leaving. Shut the fuck up.
Because they grew the farm for too long. They overgrew their crops.
No, we never would.
Like James Harden.
Denver Nuggets. Prime example of that right now. Denver Nuggets. Michael Porter Jr. grew him from the start. Jamal Murray grew him from the start. Like, literally let him sit out for 2 years injured and everything. Joker grew him from the start. Denver Nuggets. Nuggets.
We're a lot younger than all that.
None of that matters. Put the roots in now because you've seen it actually come to fruition with another team.
I'm saying like with the Rays in baseball, they have a great minor league system. They're constantly bringing new guys up, but they can't like keep them for too awful long after those like small deals that they give them. So then they go on to other teams, and then they go on to blow up for other teams because the Rays draft them, made them good, but the Rays always let them go, and then they just bring a new talent to replace it.
Why are we letting them go? That's what I'm saying. We have the cap space. We have all of that.
Because they might not always stick around. Like the same way Harden did. Harden ended up going to another team.
James Harden's a bitch. Okay,
I'm saying anybody on the Thunder could do that.
No, I'm just saying.
The same way Harden did.
Here's the other thing about James Harden.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Too long, then you're going to lose pieces, and then you're going to be trying to replace those, and you're just constantly going to be rotating and trying to catch up.
And then maybe I'm even going to take back what I said. It's not about James Harden being a bitch. It's about the bitch moves that involve James Harden. Like, on the trade scale and everything like that. He left Oklahoma City with a minimal value and then has been a fucking master cash-in piece for every other team that's had him.
I saw that there's still talks around the league of him getting signed to a 4-year, $200 million deal.
To the Houston Rockets. After you left, after you showed that you couldn't take them to the finals, that's already going to be a problem. I can already fucking hitting it with my chin because I'm so used to hitting my other one because it didn't pick up as well. He left the Houston Rockets after... Showed the Houston Rockets he could... Get him the fuck out of here. Dude, I don't know which one of our ADHD is worse than this, but... He left the Houston Rockets after showing. I only have 4 minutes left, and you're already fucking up my time frames. I'm like that Mike and Mike in the morning. You're the asshole Mike. I'm the good Mike. Stop being the asshole Mike. If you fucking duck me one more time. Chat, someone get him out of here. Ban him. Give him a 600-second timeout. If I can get him out of here. What is the silliest way that you've been injured? Can I have my 4 minutes, chat, and then I'll get right back to you? I have 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and then I'll get back to you because I want to say what I want to say about James Harden. There's no way he's worth $200 million. There's no way he's worth $200 million. I think us trading and giving up our first rounds for the Wembanyama pick is not actually a bad idea.
Yeah, but they're not going to do it.
I don't think giving up Chet's the best idea for it, though, too, because then we could have a true 4 and a true 5. And some of the biggest
towers.
The thin tower, we would literally have the thin towers. The twin thin towers.
Wow. I just got added on my own.
What?
I said I got added on my own shit.
That's what, yeah. That's, hey, pay the fee.
It is what it is.
We're trying to go to Wales 2025. Just saying. We gotta start stacking that money somehow.
That's how I make money. I just leave my computer on stream all day and just always have Twitch open on my phone and just constantly be watching myself for 24 hours a day. And then just get like 10 different computers and set them all up in my house and turn them all on and just leave them there.
That's actually kind of genius. That's actually really not a bad idea.
If it added up very quickly, then it wouldn't be a bad idea. You know how long that would take?
What is the silliest way that you've ever been injured? Okay, honest, let me think.
I know mine. I'll go ahead and tell mine. So I was playing Destiny, and this Titan came running at me, and he shoulder charged me, and it scared me. And I jumped up in my chair, and when I jumped up, my leg kind of like shot out, and I kicked the bar down by my feet on my desk, and I broke my toes. Broke 2 of my toes.
Ow. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
I was like one leg going up the stairs, and I was just dead dragging the other one, and I was like, Mom.
I think you broke a toe.
I think I broke these things.
Chad, I can't even think of one for that. Funny, the silliest way I've ever been hurt. Because I never find getting hurt.
Oh, I got another one.
Good, go ahead.
I shoved this larger cousin of mine off of a golf cart, and I took it, and I was high speed chasing away, and he picked up a PVC pipe and threw it, and it hit me in the back of the head, and I like went limp and crashed into an outhouse and totaled the golf cart. It was like a big wood outhouse just out in the middle of the yard by the lake, and it by like a little pond.
That's some hills have onions type shit right there.
Literally, like, it hit me in the back of the head, and I just remember my whole body going cold and just noodle. Crashed right into an outhouse.
That's not silly. I'm just stupid.
That's kind of silly. PVC pipe to the back of the head into an outhouse?
No. What chat just said? They said BB gun.
Oh.
I'm just stupid, chat. You see that? Is that big ass hole in my hand? So I have a BB gun at work because I have a pigeon problem. They try to roost in like my gutters and shit, and like that's where they put their nest and stuff. So I'm popping caps at the pigeons and shit, like to get them off my buildings. Like I really, rarely if I hit them, and it's CO2 powered, but it's still not enough really to ever like kill them. I've like hit one and like watched it stumble a little bit before and like fly off, and I'm like, yeah, bitch, come back.
Like you were trying to be so nice, and then you took it like so aggressive.
Nah, hell no, I'm trying to hit him, bro. I've killed one, I know for sure, and it was because I hit it dead in the head. Like, you know how pigeons have really little square head, and it like turned at me, and I hit it right in the face, eye, and everything, and it fell over, and I left it in the field, and I didn't have pigeons for a good like 3 weeks, dude. Like, cause birds like that, they know that when there's one of them dead, that there's a predator. Like, there's something that killed it kind of thing. Even if it's another bird, like, they just tend to leave it alone. So, long story short, I killed this fucking pigeon, and then I haven't killed a pigeon since, and, like, I start finding random pigeon bodies throughout my storage facility. And I have, like, an acre storage facility. Like, I have a big lot, guys. I have 8 buildings, 9 buildings technically. 2 of them are climate controlled, 3 of them are climate controlled actually. Like, some of them hold RVs. Like, I have a big ass facility. And I just randomly, like, throughout my property start finding dead pigeons. But they're not just dead. They're like headless. Like, there was one that had both of its wings ripped off and was just like a carcass, and like something had impaled the back of its head. So I come whipping around the corner one time, and there was this giant animal. Like, I thought it was a dragon at first, and it like puts its wings out and everything. It's a falcon. It's living in my sign. So now I have a murder falcon that kills all the pigeons for me, and I don't need the BB gun anymore. But, so long story short, with the BB gun, I was shooting at the pigeons and shit, and I thought I'd shot all the bullets. Like, I thought all the bullets were gone. My bullet count was off. I don't know what happened. It's an old shitty BB gun. Like, it doesn't work the greatest half the time. So I set it down.
It's my fault that blames the gun.
So I set it down on the golf cart, and I went to sit back on my golf cart, and I went to grab the gun as I sat and like slide it, shot myself directly in the hand. Just fucking point blank, like push and slide, save, just pop, and I was just like, huh. I was like, damn, that air hurt, and I looked down and it's just bleeding. I'm like, there was still a BB in that. So yeah, that's one of the dumbest ways I've ever hurt myself. But yeah, no, I have a murder falcon, bro. Call him Terrence.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Literally, it's a gray crested falcon. He lives in my sign. He killed like 8 pigeons to take it over, so I just let him chill. And then he's evolved from just the pigeons that he takes out like the sparrows now. He takes out the warbles. He takes out everything, bro. There were 2 dead warbles on my H building side when I came into work today.
He probably saw you shoot yourself in the hand and was like, you know, I think I'm going to help this guy.
I got this guy. Hey, bro, you don't shoot at me living in the sun. And, like, dude, that moment I came around the thing, and I swear I thought it was a dragon. He, like, put his wings up and shit, and I, like, had my BB gun, and I was just like, bro, I'm not going to shoot you because I know you're a falcon, and this probably isn't going to hurt you at all, and then you're going to come flying at me, and then I'm going to have to fist fight a falcon. Yeah. That just isn't something I want to do.
Pick you up and fly away.
Yeah, so it was literally just, like, the moment, like, truce. And he was just like, we good, homie. And I was like, all right, bro, you can stay in the sign. Because he was like...
He's like, I'll be in the sign.
He was literally eating a mouse. Like, he had caught a mouse running across the lot and everything, like, to get away out of the field. Because they travel... I have a big-ass field from one side to the other. And there was a mouse running through the field, and it fucking grabbed it and then landed it on the concrete and was, like, killing it. And I was just like, hey, you can have the mouse and whatever else you find, bro. It's all you. We good. We good. Like, you ain't got to pay rent at all. He just, like, snapped his head, looked at me, and grabbed it, and just, like, slowly got up and fucking zoomed up and went back to the sign. I was just like, so now there's dead rats in my sign. Just carcasses.
I want a sign one day, and I want a penguin to live in it.
What? I don't think you could own a penguin.
If you wanted to, no, if you could. You gotta, like...
He just comes back from Wales like, hey, look what I got. Look what I got. Just puts it back under his shirt. Matt, why the fuck do you have a penguin? You said it. You wanted it good, and I could have one.
Going through the airport, it's just like...
Ollie's like, hey, I got the goods for you. Like, you got me one? He's like, got you exactly what you want. I'm like, wait, what's going on here?
They're like, are you smuggling drugs? No, it's a penguin.
It pops the head. I'm like,
little beak comes through the zipper. You're like,
Matt, you can't smuggle a fucking penguin through customs. So this is.
I already got one on me.
This is my penguin, Rodney. He turns 2 this year. He's been in America for 6 months.
Yep.
I don't know if that's
acceptable. Penguin's like my favorite movie.
Really?
Top 3.
All right, what are top 3?
In no particular order. Well, I know Clash of the Titans is number 1. And then there's Robert's Penguins. And then probably Moneyball. It just touches me.
I've never seen it.
It's a baseball movie that's not like the other baseball movies because they're actually like talking about like real players, and it's like behind like why they decided to trade these people, but it's got Brad Pitt in it.
Yeah, never gonna watch it.
And Jonah Hill.
Never gonna watch it.
But Jonah Hill plays like a serious guy. And it's a really good movie. But I don't think you like baseball that much, so you wouldn't like it anyway.
Yeah, can't stand baseball. I gotta go top 3. Number 1 all-time favorite movie, something I could watch every time. Dude, no bullshit, and I'm gonna get judgment for this. And I know I'm gonna get judgment for this. I know it. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, too. I could watch that movie to my absolute soul's content. Like, I can quote that movie. I don't know why. I don't know a real impressionable point in my life. Like, that is probably one of my top 3. That's probably number 3 for me. 2.
Oh no, the USB is jammed.
Yeah, right. 2 is gotta be Pulp Fiction, probably. Just because that movie really... You've never seen Pulp Fiction? Dude, Tarantino at his finest. Tarantino at his finest. Oh, if you've never seen any of them, I would give Pulp Fiction at least a try. Just knowing what you know about the rest of his films and stuff.
I watched a couple of the Kill Bills.
Dude, I never really got through the Kill Bills. But my all-time favorite movie...
It was just on during the Shed House parties.
It's a toss-up, man.
I feel like my third, I say Moneyball, but I feel like the third is more for a rotation spot.
Yeah, just like a in and out. My third for sure is definitely Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. 2 is Pulp Fiction. And my 1... Probably American Graffiti. Honest.
No, it's not new.
Oh, dude, it's a 1960s film. Like, fuck. It was made in the 80s, but it's a 1960s film.
Instead of Moneyball, I want to throw Lord of the Rings in there.
I can't fucking Legolas. What did you think was cool as a kid, but isn't actually cool now? Being an adult. I used to want to be an adult. I used to want to be an adult so goddamn bad, and I used to think this shit was cool. Like, I used to think, like, literally, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm stupid, chat. Like, maybe I just, like, looked for the understanding for things too much. But, like, I used to think, like, smoking cigarettes was cool. Like, drinking a beer, like, having a hard day was cool. Like, I used to, honest to God, think that, like, my parents, when they were like, I had a hard day, I put in some good work and stuff. And I'm out there thinking that they're, like, what I'm doing as a 4-year-old, putting Legos together and, like, constructing stuff, and then, like, built a bigger version of what I built. I'm like, yeah, you did. Let me have my juice box and sit right here with you. Yeah, we had a hard day. And then I grew up, and then they were like, get up and go to work, bitch. And I was like, I don't want to. And they're like, we don't care. We don't care at all. Go to work. These bills, the rent really be due every month, bro. Like, they want my mortgage every fucking month, no matter what. They don't care I didn't want to go to work for a week. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't even want to, like, give you extra time.
Yeah, no, they're like, hey, the 7th day of the month, boy, we're putting a $903 late fee on your $680 mortgage. I'm like, what the fuck?
And pay that or you're evicted.
Evicted, yeah. Well, I mean...
if I couldn't pay the $600, how am I supposed to pay the $900?
Yeah, and that's fucking America for you. But I literally used to think it was cool to, like, I guess, in a sense, be stressed out. I used to literally think that, like, being an adult was cool. Think that. But you know it's bullshit.
Like, because every time I'd always say that I always wish I lived in, like, the Skyrim days. But...
Bro, I don't know where tacos live. I don't know where to find ground up beef in Skyrim time. Like, I gotta go kill the beef Canada. And make Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't I don't want to live in that time because I don't want to have to fucking go kill an animal and skin it and cut it up and section it and like make all this stuff to be able to make food.
I think it'd be so rewarding though. And like you don't know any difference, so you just know like made it through a good day and all you care about is like there's no extra noise, you just have like you and your little circle.
Can I get a number 10? No pickles, extra mayonnaise with the large fry. But that's what I'm saying. I do know different. Like I fucking vastly know that I can go to McDonald's and get like.
I want to catch you find a pickle plant in the wild and try to eat one and then just
conquer my fears.
Jellyfish.
USB's jam.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to live like
Barry's that guy. Barry's Hemi buckets.
He is. I just thought like being an adult was cool. Like I thought when they were like, oh yeah, you know, gonna drink a glass of wine. I thought it was like apple juice and motherfuckers were happy. I didn't realize it was like make you dizzy juice and make you fucking hate life more than you already did. I don't know. That's a genuine concept. Like I literally, as a kid,
I thought Jesus was cool when I was a kid.
Oh, but it's not actually cool now.
Well, now I think he's kind of a dick, but we have an understanding.
What?
Not him specifically.
Do we pursue this, chat? I think we let this go. Hey, chat, can I want to admit something out loud? I had my wife watching a rerun of the Heat Boston and kept asking her, like, hey, what's the score? Hey, what's the score? And it's a rerun. And I honestly didn't know it was a rerun. But she was in there, like, giving me all these updates and everything.
That's fucked up.
Check you a wife.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in that.
Check you a wife that even though you're an idiot is willing to co-sign your dumb shit. Because I didn't harm anybody, but I literally was like, yeah, put the game on. Yeah, look, it's on.
How did you even find a rerun?
It just pulled up because I have YouTube TV, so it was like prominent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Your top pick choices.
Yeah, it was like NBA on TV or TNT on NBA TV, and I was like, yes, bitch.
Yep. NBA TV is like... I had that, and I was like, we should be able to catch a few games this year. No. They'd be tripping, dude. They'd be having the worst games on NBA TV.
I gotta have the Thunder TV to get my Thunder. The Thunder game channel or whatever. Because they never play us, because we suck ass. It's not even about sucking ass, it's about being a baby market. It's about not being the Lakers, not being Boston. Which also, that Jordan Clarkson, my tweet the other day, all fucking squared up. OKC 3-peat, 16-18, and fucking Steph Curry went to Boston. Steph Curry went anywhere but Golden State.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking Warriors didn't exist. If Steve Kerr would have just not liked winning championships and could have just been fucking retired. What makes you smile without fail? Do you want an honest answer to that? Or are we trying to be like, am I being funny or am I being real? Which Negan are we presenting in the moment? I can be funny.
Well, usually the best part about a joke is that there's some truth to it, so technically if it's funny, it's also true.
It's this face.
Sometimes.
It's this face for me that my kid makes. Without fail, bro. Especially when he's like struggling to hold his head and everything just because he struggles with movement. But when you like say something like Gideon, stop him. Every time, dude. And I could be fucking mad as hell at him because Gideon, stop. It's every time. Without fail. It is the look on Gideon's face when I'm like, enough. He's like, who the fuck do you? How
All right, I
dare
got one then.
you?
Yeah, I guess. God, I hate this one because it makes me mad at the same time. But whenever Tala won't go to sleep, I'll roll over. And then I'll be like facing the opposite direction. And I'll just have my eyes closed. I'll be like, all right, just calm down, just go to sleep. And then every single time without fail, I feel her. Slowly, I feel these two little hands come up on my ribs. and then she'll like pull herself up a little bit, and then she'll just rear back and fling herself over my hip and like in front of me, and then she'll just slowly wiggle backwards and will like wiggle herself right into my arms, and then she'll lay there. Like, so she'll be like on the edge of the bed, but scrunched up into me because she didn't want me to turn my back.
That would make me smile. That would make me smile. That's like McGiddy, bro. You just...
So like, it just looks at you like,
what, bro? What? That Jordan Clarkson moment, like, what's good, homie? You really trying to scrap?
The Heathen, man. The Heathen beats
every time, dude. And I just smile. I'm like, fuck you, kid. He just stops. What's up? I will fuck you. And dude, his stare, like, he locks into your soul. Just
yeah, you can feel it.
Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
I'll kill you.
I'll come for you in your sleep. I know you sleep. I was like, whoa.
That sounds like some Khabib shit.
Okay, are we being real? Chat, if we're being real, I'll break everybody's fucking... Well, not even break anybody's hearts, but I'll say the shit. Because I have 3 different instances, and I'll say all of them. What's the worst advice you ever received? Yes, you should marry her. Nah, I don't think we'll get caught. And if you really want something in life, you have to take it. Those are the worst 3 pieces of advice that I've ever received from 3 different individuals. The worst advice I've ever received from anybody. And they're all different, like, points in my life and context in my life and everything, but, like, the worst advice I've received in general from those 3 people. I think the worst advice I've ever received personally, just, like, overall, from one person is my dad always telling me, like, hey, you just gotta get through it. Because that is not a fucking factual, like, way to do anything in life. Yeah, you just get through it.
Not healthy anyways.
Yeah.
Not healthy anyways.
Yeah, you just suck it up and just get through it. Like, yeah, it'll be fine. Like, motherfucker, what? What?
Broken human being on the inside.
Yeah, just not being able to... That's just one of those things.
Not knowing any different.
Facts. And I think a big part of that, too, is, like I always was told, oh, you'll understand when you're older. You'll understand when you're older. Yo, now I'm 30 and I got questions to my questions, bitch.
Yeah, the only thing that happened was that my brain found more questions.
Yeah. And chat, I'm not a smart person in general. Like, I'm not flexing intelligence or anything of that nature, but, like, I grew up in a very get it done where, hey, we gonna get out there and get it done, boy, do her again. So, like, when I had questions or, like, overall outside thoughts besides this big of a bucket, like, there were a lot of times that the advice I was giving was meant for this, and I was asking questions about, like,
yeah,
like, I was way the fuck off the map, and they were like, oh yeah, you just get it done, you just get it done, do her again. What does that mean?
Get it done and do her again.
That's my dad's favorite phrase. Get it done, we do her again. What does that mean? I'm 30. 21 years of my life he's been saying that to me. I don't fucking understand a word that means.
It's like, does that mean like when I tell myself, I hype myself up to go to the store and get milk?
Then I gotta go do her again?
Back, that I should go back and get it.
Or do I just need to know? Yeah, eventually you're gonna have to. Oh, that's what it means.
I'm either gonna run out of money or I'm gonna have way too much milk.
No, but it doesn't. Man, my dad's a hidden profit. No, it's not about go again like immediately. It's about eventually, like, you get her done, go get milk, and then when you need to do it, do her again.
Well, yeah.
That is the most simplistic fucking Oklahoma that I've ever walked through with myself. That I'm asking all these questions about over here, and there's a reason that advice was this big. Because, like you said, the mindset's that big. Like, you only know what you know.
Yep. Kind of like how the Egyptians used sound to build the pyramids. But we don't know how they did it, because we don't know what we don't know.
Aliens.
Sound waves.
Aliens.
Sound waves.
I really think someone fucked around in the multiverse and like jumped the wrong shit and put something somewhere and
I just think that maybe magic is real. We just don't know how to unlock it.
Okay, we're getting off the topic. What is the worst advice? Okay, so we've already done the advice. Did we get all the other questions? What is the silliest way you've been injured? Funny excuse. Oh, what is a funny excuse that you have given to leave a party early? Need the whole story. Oh, wait. What do you think is a complete waste of time?
When I called you to leave that girl's house the other night?
That was a good one. Yeah, you were like, what do I do? And I was like, just leave. Like, just leave. What do you think is a complete waste of time?
Oh, yeah, I told her my sister OD'd again, and then I jumped in my car and skirted. I said, hey, my sister OD'd, I gotta go to the hospital. And then I left. And then I restricted her so that I didn't ever have to see her messages, but so that she didn't know that I blocked her.
You could do that? We live in a weird society where, like, that's acceptable. That, like, oh, you could restrict it, but we don't want her to know that you blocked her because you're both crazy. What do you think is a complete waste of time?
Sex.
I don't know if I want to pursue that one because I don't know if that's factual. I still don't know if we're being funny tonight or if we're being real tonight. What do you think is a complete waste of time?
Why would you pick one? Do both.
I think the redundancy of an 8 to 5 job where you don't actually physically do a real job is stupid as fuck. Like, take my job, for example. I, on any given week, could take 10 hours and do the exact same amount of physical, actual labor that I do in a 40-hour work span. And it's not for, like, lack of doing. Like, I go out there and fix doors. If anybody needs anything, I'm there. But, like, literally, I could put my phone on the front, like, my number on the door and sit here and stream all day. And when someone called me, I could just go up there and do whatever they needed and come back. Every day. Like, I think completely wasting my time to waste somebody. Like, I think a time clock is a waste of time. I think I should be paid what I'm worth. In general. Like, I think everybody should be pretty much kind of paid exactly what they're worth.
Why are you begging a pay cut?
What?
Why are you begging for a pay cut? You trying to get like $5 an hour?
Did you just insult me? That went so over my head. Did you just insult me?
Apparently pretty good because you didn't even catch it at first.
My glasses. I couldn't see it coming.
Work on your sign language.
Start saying shit in a real French ass accent too, bro. You don't want none of this.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I think a time clock, honest to God, is a waste of fucking, like, it's a complete waste of time. I think it's a waste of mentality too, because I think constricting me to only be a 40-hour person only gets you 40 hours out of me. And I think if you gave anybody the availability, and here's the other thing. I like to think that everybody is like-minded in a sense like me, that they put the same work ethic into things. And I have been proven probably 150,000 times over that not a lot of people approach life the exact same way that I do. And I'm not talking shit. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying you're wrong. Shit, maybe I need to care less. Maybe that's what it is. But, like, I know that I'm going to go to work. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to check all the boxes they tell me to check. I'm going to do all the shit they tell me to do. And I can do that in 2 hours a day. I legitimately can do that in 2 hours a day. The physical, the actual, and everything. So I just feel like...
Yeah, I think you're also getting paid, though, just to sit there and wait for if people do need the...
Why can't they just call my phone and be like, hey, what's up? I need a unit. I'll see you in 5 minutes, sir.
Well, because it shouldn't be in 5 minutes. It should be right then and there.
Nah, that's stupid.
That's what you're getting paid for.
That's stupid. You're coming to me for a luxury anyway. But you're grinding me down. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that it's not a thought out, actual, methodical, good idea to, do that, to have people there, because that makes sense. Like, in any job, that makes sense. Like, if you're sitting at a storefront and you pull up to get something and there's a sign that says, ring this bell, I'll be down. Even that's kind of like a, whatever they call this number. Minutes. Yeah, whatever. I'm not 15 minutes away. Like, if I'm literally 5 minutes away, it's a different kind of thing. But
hey, I'm in the shower. I'll be right there.
Yeah, and I get that. But, like, I just think that you're wasting my time. That's what I
they
think
don't
is
care
a
about
complete
your
waste of time. Exactly.
beneath them.
That's why nobody gets rich working a salary. That's why nobody gets rich working an hourly. Nobody gets rich going to work to punch a time clock. Nobody.
I know one guy.
Punching a time clock?
Does a chemist count as punching a time clock?
Does he have to be there 40 to 80 hours a week? Like, just dependent on his houring and stuff like that? Like, does he only get paid if he's here from this time to this time?
That's the way I understood it, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
Getting rich, like actual rich, man.
No, him was just mainly, like, he literally won't spend a dime, like, on anything.
But
like, he still drives the car that he had before he had his job. He's, like, 50 years
That's
old
just
now.
being cheap, bro.
Yeah, but that can add up to being rich. He's got over $1 million. I know that much. I know he has over $1 million.
But, okay, so the point of, I guess, being rich or being, like, financially set up and stuff is I would want to be continual passive income enough to where I could take losses and risk, and I don't have to continue to punch a time clock.
Uh-huh.
Like, I think that's what I'm saying is a waste of time, is like the actual idealism of you make me have to be here for 40 hours a week in a job that I know I can do damn well in 10 hours.
But it's also those that you don't. If you're not taking advantage of somebody, then you're not going to be earning money on any money passively, because you're not just going to make money. There's people that are doing their 9 to 5s, and that's what's making you your money.
Yeah, exactly.
Your passive money.
But I'm making it off of them the same way somebody's making it off of me right now.
I know, but I'm saying there always has to be builder ants.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a waste of time to be a builder ant. That is the long and short of what I'm saying. It's a waste of your time to be anything other than the queen bee.
Dude, that's disgusting. I don't even know why you would say that.
It is.
You just want to lay there and give birth all day long?
Yeah, but
That's
like
weird.
taking all the money. Think all them child support alimony cases.
When
Think
I
all
think
them
about
tax
queen
returns.
When I think about queen bees being, or queen ants being underneath my feet, just laying in the dirt, just pumping out babies, and there's like thousands of little babies crawling around there inside their little egg sacs and stuff like that, and I'm just standing on top of them like 2 feet up, like, kind of nasty. Kind of gives you kind of a weird feeling. Larva makes me feel uncomfortable.
In general, okay, yeah, I could see that. Like the
texture and like the squirminess of them.
The little, what are they?
And I feel like they have a smell.
The dirt daubers. They get real bad around like my steel building edges and shit. And dude, we gotta crack them, and they're still I
knocked one off my engine block today.
What is your biggest cooking disaster? I have legitimately burned a salad.
What'd you do? Like set the bowl on like a hot surface and then make it?
That's exactly what happened. I had just and it wasn't really like a salad. It was like a greens toss up. It had like some carrots and just I was actually down for it. It had some eggs in it. Like I was pumped, bro. It was like a hearty blue cheese salad.
Eggs and salad is weird.
Oh, I fucking love it. I just like eggs in general. But like I just finished my steak and shit, put it on the plate, and I set the bowl right on the burner, and I like went into the bathroom and everything, and I walked my dog because I knew everything was off, and I came back and my living room was smoky, and I went in there and these eggs and this blue cheese was just boiling on my thing. It just like melting to it, and the whole bowl had like encased around it, and it was hardening up, and it was like sparking. It was fucking awesome. That's why when I met my wife, I only had 3 burners that were in, and one of them was missing. I burned a salad. I burned a salad.
I had it was actually just the other day. I was making some kind of steaks, and I had way too much oil in the pan, and so it was popping. So when I went to put the steak in, I like dropped it, and it splashed the oil, and then just like everything just like caught on fire. I see you.
What you got, Kelly? Help us out, bro. We're just stupid.
And one time when I was a kid, I tried to make a grilled cheese in the microwave, but I didn't even take the wrapper off the cheese. and I put it on for like 20 minutes or something like that because I thought that's how long it took to make a grilled cheese. So I just figured the microwave was the same thing. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, so Mom came running into the kitchen and turned the lights on, and it was just smoky everywhere, and I was just sitting on the counter waiting for my grilled cheese.
Still to this day waiting on that grilled cheese, ain't you? Still to this day, you should just go up there and be like, Mom.
I like to imagine I was sitting there just like that with this face, just like...
Damn, I guess I'm not getting this grilled cheese after all.
Just waiting for it, and the next thing I know, I'm getting like yelled at, and I'm like, what the hell's going on, man? I just want a grilled cheese.
I just wanted a grilled cheese. Like,
and I still get made fun of for that. Like, every now and again, somebody be like, oh, like when Matt tried to make that grilled cheese, I'm just like, where is it?
No, yeah, nobody explained this to me. Still waiting on it. Still waiting on it.
Like, you did a lot of yelling, but I don't think I understood a word you said. My brain was sitting there going, why the heck is she yelling at me?
I just want a grilled cheese.
The voice inside my head is louder than all external voices.
I literally just wanted a grilled cheese, guys. Like, that's all I wanted.
Yeah.
I do a lot of shit for a grilled cheese, bro. Especially some white cheddar American on it. Ooh.
I'd get arrested for some stuff I'd do for a grilled cheese.
Yeah, hey, it's like, what would you do for a Klondike bar? I do a lot more wild shit for a grilled cheese than a Klondike bar, bro. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, you shave an eyebrow? I'm shaving both, and I'm like, 2 stack that cheese on there, please.
Go to the park.
Alright, we're getting sus now. Stop it. Your channel has been reported? What the fuck? You in your trench coat?
For selling drugs?
What do you think is a complete waste of time? We've already done that one.
Selling drugs is a complete waste of time. Don't do it.
That one is on T3.
It's mainly my feet. Oh, not really. It's like a river dance kind of thing.
Let's go. We're watching.
We would do stand up in my chair.
Yeah, I do. I want it. Yes, I need this clip. Run it through. Things we do for fame. Please fall down. Please don't fall down.
Mate, you still can't even see my feet, and my head's almost at the ceiling. But yeah, so I take my feet and I just tap my heels, and it makes a little clicky noise. It's like a little stutter step, but with your heel, so you're just tapping your heel, and you're like, ding, 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 ding,
ding. I've stolen my dad's, and like I said, it's from the movie Hitch. It's literally just like a...
Oh yeah, I like that one. Or the Carlton.
No, we're not doing the Carlton. It's just
the
right
Carlton.
here, just right here. This is your home. This is your center. Fine, just right here. Cause like I'm very like I wrestled my whole life, so my hips they like to stay very like parallel to the ground. Like they don't like to move like that. Like they just like to stay very centered and very anchored in one way. So like when you try to get the wiggle, they don't wiggle. There's no jiggle. There's no like I'm not juking nobody out.
That's like a 2x4 on the salsa.
Yeah, like I'm very so like when you try to hit me, I'm not going anywhere because I'm very centered. I'm very anchored in my spot. But yeah, there's no groove. There's no moves. There is no wiggle.
It's kind of like
that's exactly me. Yeah, that's exactly me. What did you last Google?
be asking shit like that.
Hold on, let me pull up my phone and see if it's still on my Google.
Oh. Max Struess.
QB Smart. I Googled my reviews to see if I got a new one. I'm trying to win a challenge.
Mine are all Discord and I Googled how to spell Tim Allen Grunt.
What else we got? What else did I Google? I Googled DEQ so I could get their number so I could call them on Rottingham next door. Oh, I Googled when King Von died.
Who?
King Von, the rapper? Don't do that. We're gonna lose any credibility we already have because you're already... Stop. Stop. Rest in peace. Rip to the king. Stop. Nope. We're already hated. That's why Aiden Ross is appreciated and not hated because, well, also, never mind. He just did some shit that I think he's going to get canceled for. What did you let's Google that? Hey, chat, watch your fucking tone. Watch tone. Who you talking to like that? What would you last Google? Where by yourself?
Change a lot of people's opinions about me.
What, you Googled?
Yeah.
I don't know if we need to do that. I don't know if we need to do that at all.
No. I'm being a little bit dramatic. I don't even think that.
Toy Story.
Not today, anyways.
Toy Story, chat. 100% Toy Story. What movie universe do you want to live in?
Lord of the Rings.
Toy Story. Toy Story, bro.
Titans. Moneyball.
Toy Story.
All the movies that I named in my top 3 earlier.
Toy Story.
You would choose Toy Story that easily, even though you have 3 movies that you love way more than that?
Yes, Toy Story. Nothing bad happens in Toy Story.
Do you not remember the toys from the kid next door?
Yeah, to them. Fuck them. It's all about fuck them kids.
You would be in their universe, so that could happen to you.
Hey, well, I'm fucking taking Sid's bitch ass out, bro. Him and the dog. We had one of those dogs that lived next door, one of those fucking bull terrier, long nose and everything, and she was miserable, bro. She was such a terrible dog.
I can believe that.
What secret conspiracy theory do you think might be true?
Look, I just want to start out by saying that I've said these before and they've came true already. But I don't know if I can talk about which one I knew was...
I don't know how far we can take this before chat says anything. I 100% believe JFK was an inside job.
Oh, yeah, probably.
100%. I believe that Maryland and some top Republicans got together, talked about some shit. Lyndon B. Johnson said he would play along, and they took out a great, great human being.
Bohemian Grove is the scariest thing.
And none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. And
But it does at the same time.
And I'm never going to look at you and be like, oh, 9/11 was an inside job. But, like, also there's factual parts of that don't really add up. And I don't know how to take that information. I don't know. Because here's the other thing with information. Is information can always be created by anybody. By any source. Information is the easiest thing to create. Whether it's factual or not. Like, words...
It's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, words are the easiest thing to fabricate.
Have you looked into Bohemian Grove?
No. I try not...
It's,
Dude, I try not to get deep into them because then my brain gets to go. And like I said, I'm that guy that I want to understand every tendril of like a leaf. Like if you look at a leaf and it has all the different vein tendrils and stuff, I love to like follow those and like see what they do and how they split, how they become more and stuff like that. So that's how my brain works. So like
I'm about to rock your world. Then.
Oh, stop it.
So Bohemian Grove it's in Northern California, out in the woods, and there's a bunch of the world's elites that meet there, and they build they wear like these robes and masks, and they build these massive like wood structures like Burning Man, and they burn them, and they just all like congregate, and it's like the richest people in the world. I think it was Reagan maybe was there. Like a bunch of presidents go there, movie stars.
Were you the one who told me about the pizza place next to the White House?
Yep,
That's really yeah. I looked into that one. That's surprisingly inaccurate on some parts on their side, and a very, very up for debate kind of thing. Very, very up for debate kind of thing.
Yep.
But okay, so on that same token, 100%.
Is there a way that I can give the title about a documentary without us getting it, like, without saying the documentary or getting in trouble for...
Yeah, we can say whatever. Yeah, tell me.
Well, the reason why I say that is because if you Google this, it's hard to find. Like, it won't come up right away. You have to, like, kind of look a little bit.
Tell chat what it is.
But it's Fall of the Cabal. And it has, I believe it has a couple parts. And it is... Like, the government's tried to censor it. I'll put it like that. That's why it's hard to find.
Should we try to watch it?
That's where I learned about the pizza place at.
Should we try to watch it? Do we risk it? Matt, you know just as much as I do how far I'm willing to take this shit.
I know.
I got plenty of words to say about everything, and I think the world needs to hear me.
That's why I'm the one that's being responsible and thinking about it.
Well, think about
it. Ask chat.
Well, I only got one person in chat anyway. What movie universe did you want to live for?
That was the point. I was going to see what they would say.
They're not going to tell me no. They're going to definitely tell me no. If you could choose a short phrase to say in your sleep, what would you say? Don't be considerate of children in this answer. I would repeatedly say, you smell different when you're awake. Yeah, that's fucking with everybody. You smell different when you're awake. You smell different when you're awake. Literally over and over again.
What was the question?
If you could choose a short phrase to say in your sleep, what would you say?
The stove on.
I would literally just say over and over again, you smell different when you're awake. Then nobody knows if I'm awake, you're awake, who's awake, why I'm smelling anything. Nobody knows a fucking thing about what's going on.
That's kind of goes along the boundaries of why I want to do the Wendy's chili thing when I die.
I don't even want to know. Do you prefer a center or a corner piece of a brownie? Center. What?
A piece.
Edge? Shut the fuck up. Get him out of here. Time him out. Did you ever
Only the edge if it's real soft.
Nah, I want the corner. I want the fucking middle. Dead ass middle. Did you ever have an imaginary friend?
Not the corner, but like the border. I'll say that.
The border?
Yeah.
I can tell the difference.
Yeah.
I really didn't have an imaginary friend. I can't. I
had one that I played basketball with, and he was my teammate, and his name was Clutcho Cappuccino.
Was he wet?
Yeah. He was the second star, though.
Like a 97% three-point shooter.
In my entire NBA Hall of Fame career, I never missed a shot, and if I did, I got fouled. And I never missed a free throw. And if I did, there was a lane violation.
There was a lane.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, you want to talk about ego? We're talking about ego now.
Yep. Had to have one somewhere.
Bro, that's great. What is it called? Fall of the Cabal? Can I find it on YouTube?
No. You won't be able to get it on YouTube.
Where do I have to find it?
Just Google search it.
PC gets crashed.
Yeah. Government starts watching. Tracking you.
Fuck them. Here's the other thing, and we were just talking about ego, and I'm not like trying to flex by it or anything. I know for a fucking fact my name is on a dossier somewhere about some shit that got transported across some state lines already, so I'm probably I'm like in the E class part of the fucking list. Like if my name like runs through a database and like, this motherfucker, what? Like I'm definitely on a list somewhere.
Feel like that might be the one time that we probably definitely shouldn't have said something. That one feels like the most allegedly moment I've ever heard in my life.
Disclaimer, I'm a criminal.
Allegedly.
There's no alleged. I don't give a fuck. I served my time. I graduated drug court with honors. I have the plaque somewhere. It's in 2 pieces.
Yeah, but we've already gotten in trouble from your drug court friends.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
We already got in trouble.
Here's the other thing that I want to tell everybody about addiction and drug court and like recovery and stuff like that. It's not yours. not yours. I'm not the one that's got to recover for you, and you don't get to do it for me or have to do it for me. I understand you're giving me advice, but I've been given a fuckload of bad advice in life.
But yet it was hard to think of it earlier.
Yeah. That's what they said, the worst advice. Shit, I've been given so much bad advice that it's not like so many to go through. I haven't really been... Do you know probably the best advice I've ever been given in life? One phrase.
It is what it is.
Nobody knows a fucking thing. IAB. It's all bullshit.
Oh, everybody's just bullshitting their way through life.
It's all bullshit, bro. It's all bullshit. It is all, like I said, information and words are the easiest thing to fabricate and like make up and like, oh, this is information now. Oh, this was said. And like, dude, especially with how AI and chatbots and shit are getting now. That's terrifying to think about. About like they can produce the same information across so many platforms at the exact same time that they're like, oh, it has to be factual. No, not really.
I saw earlier on YouTube, it was a science video, and they were talking about the storm on Jupiter, and they were like, I wonder what it would be like if you could be like in the eye of that because it looks like a hurricane. They're like, imagine being in the eye of that and like being able to like look around and stuff like that. And somebody said, thanks for the idea. I'm gonna go ask Chat GPT to create this. And I was like, oh my god, it probably could.
Dude, I just got goosebumps thinking about that.
That is insane.
Dude, because information is the easiest thing to fabricate. So, like...
And it's just taking that information and just...
And making something up.
Like sticking a product to it.
It's like all those thoughts you had in your head that you're like, oh, I wonder what this would look like. And then it makes something, like, and you're like...
It's information, like, on steroids.
Information creation.
It's like the next level up, like of our, like, mankind. It's the next level up. We're like upgrading.
Dude, that's terrifying.
Yeah, that's why like Elon Musk is so open about like, yeah, it's fine to do it, but we have to be so like, so careful on all of it because nobody actually knows what could come of this. Like, is it going to become iRobot, or?
So, let me ask you a question. What if you asked Chat GPT, like, what if you asked it specifically, like, hey, how do I take over a country? Would it give you a no bullshit, foolproof plan? That's what I'm saying. Like, would it give you
like if it got to
strategic...
Like, if it got advanced enough, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless there was stuff that it didn't know about, like, because then enemies will have to start hiding secret traps somehow. So
how would it not know about the information if it is the internet and the information is somewhere on the internet? Doesn't it have on? That's what I'm saying. How far?
That's what I'm saying. People would have to be able to hide it. Was that his brain breaking? Or was that an excuse to go do something? I need to know. I need to know because I'm so confused now. Oh, I could talk about this stuff for hours and hours and hours. I go way too crazy into the conspiracies and like this is what I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know if this word is still bad or not, but like COVID, like I kind of called like where that had came from, and everybody was like, "No, you're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy." And then one day, I was right.
Okay. So, no bullshit. Honest to God thought. Preemptive. The word preemptive is said throughout American history, throughout American military infrastructure, throughout American government structure, everywhere. Preemptive. Preemptive is a word that everybody loves to use. Okay. This feels like a very preemptive... This is how, in a sense, the government, because we're the ones that are going to ask the chat these questions. We're going to ask the GPI these questions. We are just giving them all of the things and the dark thoughts and the desires and the aspects of what makes us tick. And whoever's in control of that now has all that knowledge. Mm-hmm. Dude, that is terrifying.
And it'll be able to use
your worst nightmares against you
right now. Like us doing this podcast right now. Every time we
now it knows that we know
a thought of who we are, like it knows everything.
Now it knows that we know.
Yep. And now we're public enemy number 1.
Well, since this podcast will never be seen by any living human being, it'll only be broadcast for the rest of forever.
I'm gonna go to sleep and a vacuum cleaner is gonna start rolling across my carpet and plug me with malware and kill me in my sleep.
I'm gonna wake up to my cord around my neck of my stream camera. I'm like, shouldn't have fucking asked questions.
I'd wake up with a little USB sticking out of my asshole.
It's all jammed up.
It's like lit up, has like a little light on it.
It just fucking explodes. Dude, that's
just like unplug it and be like, oh, I should have turned it off before disconnecting.
click, safe to remove. Yeah. Bro, just think about how limitless.
That's the issue.
It's like giving it the Infinity Stones.
That's the issue. When there's too much power out there for people that don't know how to...
The government knows that you hate centipedes. I'm not saying a goddamn word about anything I'm afraid of on
You want to hear another conspiracy? This one's great. I forget what it's called, but it's great. Okay, so... There's also a conspiracy of people that have supernatural experiences. What it really is... So the government is trying to create this, like, its own god. And they want to be able to project it up into the sky where everyone in the world will see it. And everyone will think that it's real because of the technology will be so great for it. And they'll have no choice but to bow down and serve this god when all that is the world's global elites getting you to finally suppress so that they can become your masters. And but what they'll also do is they'll also be able to attack the things that you see like in your own home through like phone dials, electrical sockets, all that type of stuff. They'll be able to project like entities into your thing, and they'll terrorize you until you give in and accept their god. And whenever you accept the global elite's god, then you won't see them anymore, and you'll feel sane, and you'll think that that's truly what it was because everything will lead you into the direction to serve them.
Fuck that! I'd rather be insane. Then I know who I'm going after at that point.
Dude, because I mean, and they have all your worst, darkest fears, and they're just gonna be running them all around your house and. That shit sounds.
The worst part is the only thing I'm truly, absolutely, 1,000% terrified of is myself. Can't scare me.
And they'll have you talking to yourself.
That's cool. I do that anyway.
And but you know, there was nothing that was ever like, okay, well, yeah, this could actually happen. There was never anything to like kind of support it. And then over the past couple of years, because this was written in, I think it was like the 70s or 80s, something like that. And I think over the last like decade and a half, there's been a lot of things that were like the beginning steps in that book. They're starting to come true, and it's like.
Isn't there a 1980s movie about this? The They Live or whatever. They put the glasses on, you can see the aliens. Roddy Piper was in it.
Oh. Well, I haven't seen it anyways.
It's terrible, but like same idealism. Yeah, like everything was like basically whisking him to only believe in this one idealism and everything, and it was all because like all the people that they looked normal and stuff, but then he was given these glasses that he put on, he could see the alien in them that was like really doing all the bad shit and everything, and like why they were doing it and stuff. And I get it was the 80s, but it was just the idealism of like, you're not in control of a goddamn decision one you make.
That reminds me of another movie that I've seen where they, where it's something like, this person has to act normal around like their human friend, and they were human, but now, every time they see something,
Odd Thomas.
The human friend sees the human, but you now see like what their face actually looks like.
You ever seen Odd Thomas? It's a great movie. Same thing. He can see demons. Like, he can see dead people and stuff, so he, like, helps people get to their afterlife and shit like that. But then there's these things, they're called death dealers, and if you show them that you can see them, they'll kill you instantly. But when you can see them, that means death is coming. And his town gets, like, flooded, but it ends up there's, like, a mass shooting that happens at the mall and shit that they're planning for. So that's why all the death dealers are there to eat kind of thing. Yeah. And it's just the idealism of, like, being able to, that third eye kind of thing. People always talk about, I have a third, like, here's the thing about humanity in general. We possess a supercomputer that is 1,000% capable of downloading massive gigabytes of information at a time. We do not yet know as human beings how to unlock the vast potential of our brain to allow all of it to be used at once. The other thing is, I don't think that a normal human physically can take the amount of strain it takes to use your brain at that level. Like, not to be a dick, but you would have to be The Rock to physically withstand the availability of using your entire brain.
And, like, the exhaustion that would come along with it and everything. Like, the nutrients in your body just wouldn't be able to
burning and everything. The brain. But you could download probably 700-800 terabytes of information.
It's like your brain's on, like, power save mode.
Yes, exactly. It's running at 20% all the time. Yeah. And I think that is one of the craziest idealisms about human being, because, like, in the same breath, we're going to talk about human beings that have a gallbladder they don't need anymore. We have wisdom teeth we haven't needed for 700 years since we were actually ripping things off the bone kind of shit, and we had to eat like savages. Like, the idealism that humanity isn't going to evolve, like, there is not going to be some other group of idiots sitting here having this conversation 300 years from now in their floating chairs and everything, just because the availability of the brain that we're going to be able to use is going to change. But, like, I'm not going to sit here and look at any of you and tell you that it's going to happen willingly. It's going to be a forced reaction. The same way humanity or people evolve in any other way, we're going to have to be forced to react that way. Your brain is your strongest muscle. So, like, when you can't pick up swords and chop shit in half, or pick up machine guns and kill things, and we have to use this, we're gonna have to, or as a species, we will die. And if we as a species die, everybody's like, oh, the Earth would be so much better without it. No, it won't. It will die too. 100% it will die too, because, like, alpha predators will start running rampant and just destroying shit the same way, like, we as alphas are doing the exact same thing. The world, yeah, like, then you got fucking bears that are carrying machine guns killing people. Like, the world will still burn the exact same without humans, just different ways. That might take like 100,000 years, but it'll still happen. Like, the idealism isn't that we're not capable, it's what is going to trigger that, right? What is going to force the fact that you have to change using 33% of your brain at most to where most humans are walking around using 60%. Because then at that, bro, you're going to see some jacked motherfucker. You're going to see dudes with, like, throbbing neck veins and shit, just because it is so physically taxing to use that much of your brain.
I think the world right now would be a lot better if everybody just ran on, like, 5% brain power.
The world would be in a better place if people ran on their normal brain power, but didn't run on 10,000% ego.
Well, I feel like a lot of these people think too much, and then they just become idiots.
But I don't think they're thinking of anything good. They're not thinking of anything that's knowledgeable.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that. Yeah. I'm not saying they're thinking about good things.
That's what I think the biggest problem with is like humanity right now in general. Is everybody's so goddamn vain to hear their name said by hundreds of people. Like, everybody wants to be something. Well, there's 8 billion of us. There's no way we're all cool.
They always want to talk like the heading topics, but they never know any of the details that
how we got here. You can talk about me being the villain all day, but nobody ever tells my backstory. Everybody knows the Joker's a bad guy. Why? Why?
I think it's because he wears makeup.
No, it's because of The Killing Joke. There's a whole little animated series, like a whole little animated movie. It's called The Killing Joke. It's where Batman actually kills the Joker. But it shows his whole backstory and everything, and that's literally, like, nobody ever talks about that.
Say it's animated?
Yeah, it's great, dude. It's a great one. Like, literally, Batman snaps his neck at the end. It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
Batman's just like, dude, I'm so tired.
Literally, he just like grabs him and he's just like, you know, it'll never end. He's just like twitching and shit, and he just snaps his neck, and you're just like, that's exactly how it had to go.
It had to.
Had to.
Especially with the Joker saying some wild ass shit right for it.
Because the other thing about like half of I mean here and I'm gonna talk big about America because I know American culture and stuff, and then like even where you live to where I live, it's a vastly different thing. Everybody here in Oklahoma is a good old boy. Is a good old boy. I can do it all. I can see it all. I can live it all. I can beat all my. I don't need the goddamn government. I don't need none of that. And the honest fucking facts. 70% of Oklahoma, if the government stopped helping, would fall apart. And the other 30%, the true good old boys, would be fine. Like 100%.
I feel like we live in actually very similar states.
I think a lot of yours...
Different but similar. Bro, my entire state is raised on farmers.
Yeah, but you're a lot more Bible belty than we are here.
And miners.
You're like a lot more Bible belty than we are here.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they're exact same. I'm just saying similar.
But, I mean, there's a lot of people in Oklahoma that go to church. I feel like the biggest
But when you say good old boy,
ego.
isn't church kind of part of a good old boy? When I think of a good old boy, I think he goes to church on Sunday, even though he has a dip in the whole time he's sitting in there. And
no. I guess I'm using the phrase. What we use is the phrase "good old boy" as a complete. I'm talking about.
And like once a month, there's some siblings in the church that get married.
No. When I'm talking good old boy, I'm talking about that 250, 6'1", wears American fighter, good old boy, just down to drink some beer and knock up some bitches, and like has no kind of moral standpoint. That. Good old boys are not the same in Oklahoma anymore. No. I'm talking about the assholes that are just there to be a problem. The Trump flag fucking flying assholes.
Yeah.
The good old boys.
Yeah,
they don't go to church. They don't go to fucking church. They too goddamn drunk on Sunday. They wake up drinking. Good old boys have changed, bro. Everything has changed so much from when I was a kid to what I thought I was going to get as an adult to now that I'm an adult. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. Because I love the pack mentality. I love the idealism of a brotherhood and shit like that. But, like, half of these idiots are too stupid to know what we're really fighting for, and the other half are cowards.
Well, that's one thing I've been thinking lately that's made me feel better, too, is that, like, people question the things that I'm doing with my life, but it's crazy to think that and there's an old alternative rock song I think about it, too, but it's crazy to think that just, like, out of all the routes that you can go in life, that you think that the one that you chose is the correct one.
I think that's like what makes me question so much, because I have no idea if you know what I mean. Like, I don't think I was right.
Like, I think we could take different routes and get to the same destination. Oh, it's a Hooba Stank, same direction. We're all going in the same direction.
That's like me and Crossfade Colors song.
I like that song.
Yeah. Let's go colors.
I like some Crossfade and some Creed.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes you just gotta feel that shit in your soul. I just feel like if I could ever like say anything to anybody, is slow down. Fucking just you're not that important. And I, as a 30-year-old human, I've lived probably half my life at this point. Maybe a little under, maybe a little over, whatever. I would like to think. I would like to hope. Knock on wood. Fucking like I'd like to hope I still get a couple more 30, 40 years in. But I really... I think I just understood death really young. Like, I learned at 10 years old I was going to die. Like, the only... And, like... My dad will fucking tell this story completely different, but for me it was always funny. But like literally at 10 years old, my response to shit started being like, sure, we're gonna die anyway. And my dad would just look at me and be like, I don't give a fuck, will you bring the trash cans up? Like, yeah, we're gonna die anyway, sure. And like for a whole year of my life, from like 10 to 11, 11 to 12, like that whole year of my life, that was my response to everything. Everything. My dad would be like, what are you doing tonight? Are you going to hang out with your friends or what? And I'd be like, nah, I think I'm just going to stay home. We're going to die anyway.
That was my high school.
It was a whole year of my life, bro. But like, you don't understand. Like, I was so terrified and gripped in the fact that like I was gonna die that I literally saw no purpose in life. And 10-year-old, 11-year-old Zach shouldn't have understood that like he was gonna die one day, and like that was the only guarantee that I was gonna get in life. But like, I think that also helped me grow up a little bit easier and like put myself where I'm at now and shit. Is like, I was 11 years old when I realized I was gonna die. The only guarantee I had in life was that I was gonna die. And that was terrifying. No, I did that like literally, man. I don't think you understand. I stripped it down to the bare fucking biological level of like, one day I am gonna be eaten by worms. Or thrown in a fucking fire and they're gonna melt me into ashes and put me on somebody's shelf. And as a 10, 11-year-old kid, that was fucking terrifying.
Well, yeah.
Like, literally, my dad would be like, hey, we're going to dinner, do you want this or that? And I'm like, I don't care, we're going to die anyway. And he would be like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because I probably damaged my younger siblings, and, like, they probably know at this point in time in life, like, definitely now that they're older, they're like, fucking Zach was right. I'm just going to die anyway. That was literally my response. Christmas, everything. My dad would be like, you want to play Santa? I'd be like, nah, we're going to die anyway.
Like, there's one that lives their life by that motto.
I think I just had to get over it enough to understand that, yes, it's the reality, but, like, reality...
Get over that, too.
Yeah, reality can only be as fucking terrifying as you make it. And if you live in that and that's all you feel, then it's gonna be terrifying. But like, I mean, I didn't get over it till I was 20. Yeah, 22, 23. But like, I learned, especially in drug court, life on life's terms. Like, you get no say in this, you have no control, and I think that just kind of reiterated the fact, like, you're gonna die anyway. So it just was like, okay, so I'm not in charge. I don't get a say. I'm just here and I gotta live it. And they're like, yep. And you're going to die anyway. And I'm like, awesome.
That almost sounds like it would make you want to do more drugs.
It did, Matt. We're being honest. It did. But
yeah,
then...
So then why is that their...
Because drug court is designed for people like me. Drug court is designed for the few, the 5 a year that come through, the 3 a year that come through, and a 2-year graduation set. Like, drug court is designed for the people who actually wanted to look in the mirror and tell myself those things. Like, hey, fuck it, just get high. And then I had to look myself in the eye and either fall apart or start building something, man. Like, genuinely I did. Because I had that same thought. They released me from drug court and nobody checked on me. Still to this day, nobody's ever checked on me. I was drunk 7 hours after I was off of drug court. Throwing up in front of my buddy's car drunk. Like, I was fucked up. Graduated at 11 a.m. and was fucking shit-faced hammered watching OU play Georgia in the fucking Sugar Peach Bowl or whatever that year in the college football playoffs. Fucked up. 2 shots of Jack Daniels and a Blue Moon Deep, boy. Smoked me a little Zaza in a parking lot. I was rolling.
Jesus.
Yeah, I wanted to do more. But then I woke up that next day, and I had a whole plan, right? Like, I was supposed to go back to Oklahoma, like, everything. Like, life was supposed to go back together. And, shit, bro, I could have stayed there. I could have been right down the road from you at this point. Probably still would have been in E-Town being a fucking dumbass. Like, I could have stayed, and I could have chased the high, and I could have got high, and I could have been doing that and everything. And I just realized that drug court for the past 3 years of my life kept telling me that I wasn't worth a fuck unless I gave a fuck to be worth something. And that is all they kept trying to beat in my head. Is it does not matter what we teach you. It doesn't matter how this lesson plan goes. It doesn't matter how many years we threaten to give you. None of this matters if you don't want to change.
Yeah, that's true.
I wanted to change. Did I want to get high? Matt, I still want to get high. Every day of my life, bro. Every day,
I understand.
Every day of my life, bro, a Molly fucking water and a goddamn, like, 2.5 Xambar to the face, I'd be sad, boy. I'd be good, stumbling through life. I would be worth nothing to anybody. Not this channel. I wouldn't be sitting here in front of this microphone. I'd be slumped on somebody's couch, fucking 2 fentanyl hits deep at this point, because drugs are so much different nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, I had to look myself in the face and ask if I wanted to live. Or if I just wanted to die anyway. Started fighting for something, man. Started fighting for chasing the tendrils on the leaf, you know what I mean? Like chasing them down, trying to understand them, trying to put my stamp on them, stuff like that. Like trying to put a little bit of flair into the world.
Yeah, very cliche, but still true. My whole thing with that just started with just like when kid was born.
Yeah, so you're only 2 years into it. I'm fucking 9 years into it. Yeah, about to be 3 years in June.
Yup.
It's cool our kids born in the same year. It just really, Matt, the biggest thing, man, is reminding yourself not why you do it, but why giving up so stupid. Because I had to quit reminding myself, because everybody's always like, oh, what about your kids? What about your this? And oh, you don't want to go to prison. And like, I don't give a fuck to go to prison. I don't give a fuck to get arrested. I don't give a fuck to overdose. Like, I don't care. I had to look at those things as stupid as they were. I had to literally be like, what's prison going to do? I'm probably going to get fucked. Like, and that's not to be funny, but like, I'm pretty. When I go in there, I know I'm pretty and I'm small. I'm going to have to stab a guard or something. Like, I'm not just walking in there butthole unpuckered. Like, I know that about myself. So like, I had to understand that like, going to prison's fucking stupid, Zach. Why? For these reasons. Okay, next. Why is getting high stupid? What do you do when you get high? Nothing. How much are you gaining doing nothing? Nothing. Okay, so we're just going to keep repeating nothing. Like, I have to have these conversations with myself.
Yeah.
Because, like, we both talked about the Slave song. I never talk to a friend the way I talk to myself. Because I have fucking told myself some shit that I probably would never repeat out loud again. I'm my worst critic, bro. I'm my worst enemy. I'm the only motherfucker holding the flame. Because if I'm not holding it, nobody's holding it.
Yep, then the Olympics can never start.
Exactly. And then we're all just standing there doing the same fucking walkthrough. Walking in a circle, expecting different results. That's called insanity. I got so tired of being insane. That was one of the things that I learned in drug court. And I didn't learn it till the 2-year mark. When I was about to fuck up and I almost got high as shit and had to piss test the next day. And something in my head told me, like, don't. As much as easy as it looks, don't. I know you just tested yesterday. They would never do that. No, never phase 3 twice in 2 days. They would never. The fuck they didn't. I watched 2 people fail. Because they were the ones like, hey, just hit the spice with us. We'd be good. You sure?
Nah.
We're going to be good. You sure?
That shit was... When people started doing that shit was just stupid.
Yeah. And it's just one of those things. It's like, I had to convince myself I was worth living. I was worth fighting. I was worth growing. I was worth seeing. I was worth seeking. I was worth speaking. I'm only as bad as I make myself, but I'm only as good as I make myself too. Like, I'm only as out there. I'm only as big. I'm only as, I guess, profitable. I'm only as presentable as I make myself. And if I'm out here living all these character defects on a daily basis, if I'm out here fucking just wilding out to wild out because I feel like wilding out, like, I am helping nobody. Myself, number one. And I'm the only one I owe anything to. Do I have a child? Yes. Do I have a wife? Yes. I'm still the only person I owe anything to. Because if I'm not good, they're never going to be good. So if I don't give myself the credit first or the love, like, hey, get over yourself. Fucking God, try it again. If I don't do that, they're not going to get shit from me.
I saw this guy do a bunch of spice and then jump into a bush on the side of the street. And whenever these 2 cops went walking past the bush, he jumped out and scared them. And then ran away.
Probably got tased and fucking beat up and all sorts of shit.
No, he just ran off. They just looked at him like he was an idiot, and he ran away.
Almost got shot. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's stupid.
They just, they didn't even, flinch. They just looked at him, and then just watched him run away.
So that's not going to be a cop, because I'd have been like, hey, get back in the bush, bro.
Get back in the bush.
Get back in the bush, bitch. Are you a bush, bitch? Get back in there.
That's what my girl says to me. Get back in that bush, bitch.
I think she needs... I'll send you the money for a Brazilian.
I'm good. You can keep it.
What are we doing? Are we going to video games? Are we continuing on? We have reached the hour-and-a-half mark.
Yeah, we can go to video games.
Okay. I am going to stream chat. We love you guys. Appreciate it. That's 10 episodes down. Probably got about at least 2,000-3,000 left, because I got a lot of shit to say, and you guys can't get rid of me that easily. Matt's going to be optimistic about it. Wait, which one am I?
What do you mean?
Am I the... Optimism's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's going to be pessimistic about this situation. I'm going to be optimistic about this situation.
Which situation?
That we got 2,000 more episodes to go at least.
Oh, no. Yeah, I believe that.
There we go. So we're both optimistic. Let's go. We'll see you guys on YouTube. Come check us out. We're really going to try to do this like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday kind of work best for Matt. Like, honest to God, it could be like a 3-day straight kind of thing. And then we'll just kind of get this stuff on YouTube on the other days and do shorts and stuff like that. Tweet us. I am at Heathen Negan on Twitter. Fucking at me, tweet me, Twitter talks, all the shit. Send me the stuff. I can't tell you Matt's off the top of my head. It's like something about the Thunder. What's Thunder up?
Thunder _ban_MP.
There we go. All right. Get at us.